Hey! Oh, wait. I see some camera work here. Do your thing. And throw me a salsa while you're over there, will you? Boy, kid was giggling today. There's nothing like a baby giggling. It's a magical... He's like... It's like a dolphin. Oh, my God. It warms the heart, the giggling.
Are we rolling?
Oh, all right. I see touching. What are you touching? Wow, I'd like to be in focus. Oh, jeez, this is too much. He looks like a war-torn kid I saved.
What is this, Ukraine? What's that? Are we on?
I'm Zelensky. Don't show his face on the screen.
Yeah, blur the face.
Blur the face. If one guy calls him ugly, I'll have to go Iran on his ass and kill them all. But yeah, he giggles now, and it's I can't stop leaving him. You know, all I got to do is take a washcloth and I put it like over his face like that. You know, hide the face, then show it, and he's like, ah! And boy,
talk about Iran.
I do a burqa.
Yeah,
but the revolution is there. I take it off, and he had some gunk in his armpit, and I wiped it, and he was like, ah! So we had some tickle moments. It was a good
great
time.
If your comedy just slips. You're just going for shit jokes now. It's like this old joke about the keys. And
Yes. I thought that was Romano.
It was Joe List.
Uh-oh. I think Romano had a bit about the keys.
I don't know.
Pull that up. I don't want to get anybody in trouble here, but yeah, that's a great...
And don't pull it up.
All right, don't pull it up.
What, you're going to a corporate right after this?
6, yeah.
Where is it?
Lincoln Center, tech company, big bucks.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I said I'm
I
down.
love that you were like, I dressed up. You just fucking threw a jean shirt on?
Well...
Bragging like he's like, I figured I dressed up. I figured you'd throw a blazer on or something.
Yeah, that's
but the tech
true.
people don't dress up anyway.
Exactly. They're all wearing cargo shorts and Hawaiian shirts. They just like
Steve Jobs was
Stalacus.
the guy, and he dressed like a fucking Star Trek character.
He started it, yeah. Turtleneck and jeans.
Yeah.
And I think he wore a sandal.
Did he?
I believe he did.
Weird diet, too.
Oh, yeah. Vegan, Indian.
Do the weird cleanses and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was an odd guy. He would. I read a book on him.
Me too, the Walter Isaacson?
Yes.
That's a great book.
Great book. Well, Isaacson's the king.
He's the New Orleans guy.
Is that right?
Yeah. Or I think he teaches at Tulane, maybe. He has some connection to New Orleans. Yeah, he wrote the Einstein book. He wrote the...
Elon Musk. Yeah.
Which is weird that there's already a book on Musk, and like... Part 2 is going to be rough.
Yeah, that's true.
This is like the prologue, right?
I know. Isaacson's like, oh, I missed the tweet about the pedophile island. Fuck. By the way, the most relatable thing Musk has ever done was go, shit, sorry. Like, he's a billionaire, he's an entrepreneur, but I've gotten shit-faced and been in the K-hole and said, hey, Sheila, you're not better than me. And then later I'm like, sorry, I was fucked up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the apology, showing any humility... Because it's fucking rare from him.
Very rare. So that was fun. It's
not relatable when he's like has a falling out with a friend and he just goes to Twitter and is like, maybe he's a pedo.
I know.
That's not as relatable. But
no,
but being like, I said some shit.
Right.
You're right. It's relatable.
Well, what's also funny is he just took a physical and he came back clean, and I'm like, that's worse. You'd be better off on drugs if that's your normal behavior, sober.
Wow. What does ketamine show on that type of stuff? I don't.
Oh yeah, that all pops up. But he said, clean. But again, he owns Grok or whatever, so I'm sure he could type up whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm sure he knows someone who could say he's clean.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to a certain level of power, you can see whatever doctor you want to see.
Yes, of course. So he's on ivermectin, and no, but yeah, he's apparently clean, but who knows? But that was a crazy tweet. But
what tech company are you performing for?
I'd never heard of it. I could tell you. I'm sure they don't want me to.
How much
out
time? How much time?
20 minutes. Big money.
And what's
no restrictions.
What venue?
Lincoln Center. One of those.
Is it like one of the ones where like you're looking out onto the Columbus Circle area?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Well, that would be cool.
Those are cool.
That's amazing. I looked at that for a special, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool.
It's too cool.
It's distracting.
It's distracting, yeah.
But yeah, I did a gig. I did a private there once, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah. Great room. But again, I feel like you got to be like a Steve Martin to do that room, or Paul McCartney.
I don't think it helps when there's like a weird thing, when there's shit going on behind you.
I agree.
I think a backdrop is even too busy. A backdrop is one.
Yes.
But like once you got like movement and motion, what are we doing?
And it's Manhattan, so you get a guy shitting, you get a heroin addict, you get a guy hitting a woman,
stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, pigeons on crack or whatever. So yeah, that's too much. But beautiful room.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. But the reason they're paying so much is because they hit me last night, and they were like, "Can you do this?" So somebody important must have dropped out.
Really?
But I'll take it.
Segura. He's like, man, I almost did this fucking awful corporate.
We'll ask
These tech people, they're Nazis. And Mark's like,
But the money's crazy. Sorry.
I saw here that Sam Altman says that Meta is offering $100 million signing bonuses for staff of OpenAI. That is just if you get the job. They give you $100 million for showing up.
What?
And that's not your salary.
Holy shit. I don't get it. Are people not going into AI
They
jobs?
just want the best of the best.
I see.
And I think it's also stealing your soul a little bit because you're going to be, partially culpable for
Ruining the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Joe List is obsessed with AI. He's freaking out. He wouldn't shut up about it. And he's sending me all these things, and it's pretty scary. The AI makers are saying, don't do this.
well, then there's the other AI people who are like, the argument is like, well, the bad AI people are doing this, so we need some good AI people to do this to counteract that.
I know. And we have such a big ego. We don't want China's AI to be cooler than ours. Then you got to keep going, and then the money's going to be there, and it's very scary.
Yeah, I get mad when people suggest it because I kind of was like, there's this big actor I wanted to do voiceover for this movie I was making, and I was talking to Vita about it, and our buddy Danny Frankel from Punch Up goes, just use AI.
I know.
And I'm like, fuck you.
I know.
That's a person's career, motherfucker.
Yes, exactly. But that's going to happen.
The guy I wanted has a very recognizable voice. So you get AI, and I'm like, that's fucked up, dude.
I know, but you're the old school. That's already changing, and you're going to be like the saddle maker or the cobbler. You're out, baby. But you're doing the right thing, but it's only a matter of time before everything just... I was talking to a friend of mine today. He's like, I watched an AI sitcom today, and it was good.
Yeah.
That's Terry made it in 16 milliseconds. Paul Schrader, the great screenwriter, said, I put in 4 ideas for scripts, and they were all great.
Yeah. Uber driver. Took after a taxi driver. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, I just rewatched Taxi Driver. It's fucking amazing.
It's great.
He's so dark, Schrader.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Hell yes. Come here.
Get in here. Tommy, baby. We need some intro music.
Get some AI. We can plug that in.
Yeah. We're just talking about how scared of AI we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should be.
It's taken over.
Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you. Is that AI or is that Al Pacino?
That's Sam and
I was
Gaza.
watching that on TV the other day.
Really?
Supergo's fucking
What
great.
a beauty, yeah.
That's great.
So cool.
Now, the thing about the AI thing, too, is the way that people are like, if the ones who are like, well, I'm just going to ignore that. You're like, that's cool. That's smart. The thing that is totally revolutionizing.
I know.
You're just going to ignore it. And then the other part of it is that we're in version 1.0.
I know.
So it's going to get so much better.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a rap battle of Santino and Bobby Lee made through AI, and I was like, these are pretty good bars.
I'm telling you.
It's not bad.
I love that so many people are just making racist stuff with it. It's really it's so fun.
And then I'm like, oh, no, wait, that was actually Trump. That was just him.
It's so much racist.
But there's so much porn, too. Porn and racism is like the go-to for human beings, I think.
Yeah.
There's a whole Jesus AI thing where he's fucking everybody and doing heroin. It's crazy.
That must really offend religious people.
Oh, probably.
No, Jesus just fucking railing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Pull this up if you can find it. There's a new article about AI blackmailed an employee by making fake emails from a girl, like saying he was having an affair. He got fired, and then AI was getting better and better. So this machine blackmailed a guy who worked at the office. There it is. So you got to just pull the plug on that computer on Claude. Wow. Claude's a
That's a movie. That's a great.
I know.
Like Ex Machina or something, right?
Great.
Yes.
I got a creepy text the other day from this woman, like, it's spam, clearly. It's like, it's a scam thing, but it was like her with a kid, and she goes, Happy Father's Day, he's yours. And I'm like, I wrote back like, haha, I'm guessing someone like put me up to it. And she goes, yeah, someone gave me your number. And I was like,
oh,
jeez.
Like,
who gave, like, what? Because I'm thinking it was a 504 area code. I'm like, you're the only New Orleans person. I know Norman wouldn't do that. So I'm like, who the fuck?
I wish I thought of that.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, who? And she goes, I can't tell. And I'm like, all right, this is clearly a scam now, I think. But it's that these scams are getting sophisticated. The kid's got, like, he kind of looked a little like me.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my God.
These are getting fucking, maybe I am a dad. I don't know.
I mean, you have come before.
Yeah, in women.
Yeah.
Damn.
You could be.
In New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maybe this is real.
Whoa.
Guys, the way you guys
I just blocked her. I'm like, this is a scam.
Yeah.
That's my child.
You'll never
the
see him
way you
again.
locked eyes, it felt like you were like, you remember
Yeah.
that story?
But that's just the tip of the anal. I mean, it's going to go crazier than that. They're going to show up with a kid, like an AI kid, going to come to your house.
Well, remember back in the day, AOL was like, hey, you, or whatever that
Yes.
email was. And that was back then. We were like, this is sophisticated.
I know.
Look where it's fucking come.
Now there's so many, the levels of first of all, we all get spam texts, right?
Yeah.
I used to do a thing when I got it, like if it would say, are you outside? I'm like, what?
Oh,
And they go,
weird.
is this Melissa? And then I would always say that, I would reply that this is Ambassador Cartwright. That's what I would say. And they would go, what? I'm like, this is a U.S. ambassador. Like, I try to get them scared.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be like, someone from the State Department's going to visit. And then they would just be like, whatever, man, and like leave.
Right.
But now I do the thing when they go like, Melissa? I go, yeah.
I do that too.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, this is Jessica. I don't know if I saved your number right. I'm like, no, this is me. And then they're like, oh. Because I think they're always used to the plan being, hey, you got the wrong number.
Sure.
It's a good plan.
Oh, you out crazy them.
Yeah, you just try to be crazier.
Yeah.
It's way more fun.
Sure.
So just be like, hey, are we not doing lunch or what?
I got one for you. This maybe is wrong, but a couple years back, I got a text from a girl who was like, "Hey, baby, what are you up to?" And I was like, "Just hanging." Didn't know the number, and she was like, "You want to come over?" And I was like, "Well, make it worth my while." She sent a fingering video, so now I've got a woman like, "Does this help?" And I'm like, I don't get off the couch for at least anal. And she was like, all right. And then she did a little ad. And I eventually had to be like, I'm so sorry, it's the wrong number. And she was like, okay, just don't show anybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she was cool.
Oh, that wasn't a scam. You just exploited a young woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. But I never showed anybody until now. Pull it up.
Pull it up, Zalakis.
But
That's amazing, dude.
not a bad Monday, you know, just boom. Hey, fingering.
I had one that it's not that good, but I had a woman send like 6 photos in different bikinis. And I was like, what is this? And then she was like, which should I get? And I'm like, the orange one? And then she's like, wait a minute, is this, you know, she was clearly texting her friend. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, honest, I go, it's not, but I go, the orange one's great.
Yeah.
She was like, oh my God. I go, I'm not saving this. I like told her, like, I'm not saving your photos.
Same.
You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not a bad wrong number.
You could
No.
say yes. I mean, but who's doing it manually? Who's just typing in the phone number manually?
The fact that
Yeah.
that she fingered herself and actually was like, is this the right number? Is crazy. It's insane of her.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'll put this in my ass. This is Jeff, right?
Well,
No.
I was like, I wasn't responding enough
Yeah,
for her
yeah.
clearly, and she was like, "What's up? Come on, hit me back or whatever." And I was like, "I gotta." Now you're yelling at me, so I was just like, "I gotta get out of this
Well,
relationship."
my gut was like, that's a scam, and she's gonna be like, meet me here, and it's just a bunch of dudes in a warehouse who like beat you with a pipe. That's where my head was going.
Oh, interesting.
But
Yeah, well,
Some of the scams are like the real scams are so clever now. Mm-hmm. Like
the Tinder swindler, remember that guy?
oh yeah,
yeah, but people are doing like I know one person who got the hey, this is their bank. Mm-hmm. And it was their bank, and they were reading transactions that are real. So like, hey, were you at the deli? You're like, yeah. Did you buy a hat at this store?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You know, like all the
Wow.
And then they threw in like $238 at, you know, at the yarn store.
Right.
It's like, no, that's not me. Oh shit. Okay, so we need to reset.
Oh,
but it was
that's
they
brilliant.
did it slowly.
Yes.
So you weren't like, you know what I mean? It was like a
The yarn store is a great one. No one's going to the yarn store.
That's definitely not. That's not me. And they're like, well, we just need to
Whoa.
reset all your security stuff. So they had like they had all his information. Wow. So when he finally went to reset, it took him a while. It was like he figured it out after. So he reset his PIN with the person and was like, okay, and then went on with his day. And then like an hour later was like, wait, you don't give your PIN to reset. And then when he went, it was all gone.
oh,
Cleaned out his account. Another person in New York told me that they got the call from somebody who was like, I'm at the police department, and we got your dad drunk driving.
Ooh.
So he's in the in the
drunk tank.
yeah, and he was on the West Coast, And so he was like, oh shit. So he's like, I'm listening to this person and I'm calling my dad on another phone, and his dad's not answering. So he's like, oh shit. And it like keeps going. And but he goes, it just seemed weird that they were like, yeah, it's just like, he's either going to be here or like if you send like $300
Right.
to get out. And they're like, oh, he's like, can I credit card? They're like, no, you got to wire it. It's got to be a payment. But he did it like, again, like not rushed.
Yep.
And the person who I know was like, all right, can I call you back? And he was like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, calls back.
Man, what happened to the good old days where you click on a link and it was just that black guy's dick? Those were the quaint, nice
By
days.
the way, that was like 3 months ago. I did that recently.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, someone
good.
sent it to me, and I was like, all right, it's still good.
Keep that alive.
You started to put together because for me it was always San Francisco
Chronicle.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you're like, this is gonna be a dick. You just hit it, and you're like, no, yeah, you got me.
It'd be like Trump was assassinated. I'm like, oh my god! I click on him, like, the dick. And
Yeah.
You know who must hate that is the San Francisco Chronicle. Where do they stand on all this? Have they put out a statement?
How have they not done a whole
I know.
7-page expose? I'm like, we do not want to be.
Yeah, I got this FedEx scam. I fell for that one.
You fell for it?
Yeah, this FedEx. There was a long text from FedEx with all these numbers in it, so it looked real. And it said, "There's a jam at FedEx with your packages. You're not getting them because you owe FedEx 38 cents. That's been back ordered or whatever. You got to backlogged. You got to go pay that." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I click this link to pay it, and I got scammed.
Santino was telling me the other day that he just doesn't have a debit card. Because if you steal someone's debit card, you could just take their money, but you steal the credit card,
That's true.
fraud.
It's on the bank.
Good, yeah.
Right.
So
That's smart.
I get it, but
There's the guy.
Is that the guy?
That's him.
Oh, he looks normal there.
Do you know that I found this guy and his whole story?
I've heard this. Yes.
Didn't he
And,
die?
Do tell.
Yeah, he died. Like, and some of it is cloudy to me now because it's been a few years. But if you
Yeah.
look him up and my name,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Your dick comes up.
my dick, which is surprisingly not impressive.
Compared to him. I mean.
His cock.
That's-
So apparently
that's probably how he died. It probably took every time he got hard, it was probably a lot of juice coming from the heart.
Good point.
there's his
That
name.
blood flow?
So we sold
Warty.
a shirt during the pandemic that had like his face because he was so viral.
Yeah.
And it said like wash your hands, right? Because it was like the big thing was like always wash your hands, and and we ended up selling this. Tom has lost touch with reality. That's the next one. But
hilarious.
we ended up. Oh, there it is.
This one here?
There it is. Yeah, the TMZ. Yeah, that was our shirt.
Whoa.
And we sold a fuckload of
Wow.
because it was like at the height, right? Yeah, it was like 2020. Like
Yeah.
everything was going nuts. And I forgot we were like, we're selling so many of these. Like, we figure out who this guy is.
Yeah.
And then we found out like, oh, this guy he had a family. He had
Of
kids
course.
and
Sure.
the whole story about like that photo was that he was going to lose his house, and he knew a photographer in San Francisco who did
The Chronicle, of course.
for the Chronicle.
Yeah.
Who was like, I do front page stories. Can I do a
It's a 2-pager.
he did this for that guy's, like the guy had a website of like muscle bound dudes, like naked dudes.
Uh-huh.
So the money he got from this shoot saved his house at the time. And then the fucked up part for us was then we were like, hey, we sold a bunch of these shirts. We have this money. We want to give it to like, and as soon as we contacted family, they started disputing who to send them. They were like, no, don't send it to him, send it to her. She was like, don't send it to that person, send it to this person. And then we were like, what do we do? So we ended up, I didn't know like who to send it to.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to send some to the, like this person that's the kid, some to the fiance. That like, we just split it up. Like, we didn't know what to do.
What was the cause of death officially?
It was his dick. It was. No, I
killed him?
forget what it was.
He hung himself with his dick.
Yeah. 45.
Dicky, man.
That is young.
Damn. Dickipedia. This is crazy. Hey, Tom Segura, you're in the wick.
Am I in the wick? Oh,
Yeah. Wow, you made it, baby.
Jesus. Yeah.
That's
Heart attack.
You haven't lost touch with
2016.
reality.
Yeah, it's definitely got
At 45.
That's
Oh.
young. Yeah.
Heart attack. Yeah, you're probably
No,
out of the blood
do
flow.
you see what it says in his wiki? Just for what it said on his like his summary. It was like birth date, age, and then known for wood sitting on a bed. And you're like, that's your legacy.
Yeah.
Known as the dick on the bed.
I guess if you're gonna be known for something, having a huge hog is not the end of the world.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Remember there was that guy. He's a really good-looking actor. He did a play here in New York a few years ago where there was like a nude. There's a nude thing in the.
Chris Evans he got outed as a huge hog.
He's a half black guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Jesse.
That's him.
Eisenberg.
And somebody took a photo during the theater performance, which like all of the theater people were like super upset about like the unprofessional, like all this, and then everybody the photo got out, and then everyone was like, I mean,
my limp
it's
is
not like the fucking he was also like that's not the point of like the play, but then he was like, yeah, I guess it's not so bad.
right.
That's the photo
Yeah.
that's out, me with water dripping off of my huge cock
and he's shredded.
and a perfect body. Like it wasn't the worst day of my life.
Right. And I think a woman would go for that guy over the other guy in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah,
because that guy will kill you on the right, not in a racial way. I mean, in like a dick way.
Right, they're both black.
Yeah, well, we got a halfie. Yeah.
This is a fun dick talk.
Yeah, we just went down this road, man.
Yeah, it's like a TED Talk.
Yeah, he looks so happy there. He looks like a nice guy.
Who?
The big dick guy.
Which one?
The
Tom?
smiley one.
Oh, okay.
Tom.
Yeah. But it sucks to have to show your dick to save your house, but that's a good sign of a dick. My dick couldn't save my
dick
futon.
Like we're taking everything.
What
Are
if
you all
I-
drunk?
And the bank's like,
Could I interest you? They're like, please leave.
Yeah.
what else you got here? We can take that.
We'll let you keep the mini fridge. That's about it. Damn. Well, R.I.P. Wardy.
So I have actually breaking news.
Oh. Whoa!
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Season
Very exciting.
2.
Very excited. Yeah, it's so cool that we get to. I cannot believe we get to do it again. We get to do it again. So.
Hell yeah.
Was getting it made just like crazy hard?
Well, the thing, it wasn't always a plan. Like I knew I liked these types of like short story, like where it's like feels cinematic and it's like an absurd, crazy story. So when we made a few of them in 2022, my plan was that I had built such a great thing with the live streaming podcast we do.
Yes.
So we have such a big, like a volume of tickets we've sold. So people who have spent money on that, we were like, what if we made something for the first time, like cinematic in nature, like a scripted thing instead of a live podcast, and sold tickets to that. I was trying to figure out if there's an appetite for that. Like if you shoot content that's scripted and high production value, can you turn to this audience that's going, we'll pay for a live streaming podcast? Would they pay for it like they would pay to watch a movie or a show?
Yeah.
So that was the idea. So when we shot that, I had a 36-minute thing, and I was like, well, it's not long enough to be a movie. I can't charge like $20 or something, but like maybe I can get away with like a $10 fee and explain what we're doing, and maybe if it's like successful enough, like I don't have to like make money, but if there's something there that we can do another one. That was the whole idea. And when I showed what we had to like my agents, they go, you got to shop this. Oh, you got to shop it.
Oh.
So that's how it ended up at Net. Like we showed it to them and then they bought it. But I also know that if I had just had those scripts and been like, we want to shoot this, they'd have been like, no, this is
Of course.
nuts.
You got to make it.
So you had to make it first. And so then at that point, the process became super fun because we had the evidence of like, this is what the show is. We already made an episode. And then it was like getting a writer's room going. That part is actually, it's challenging, but so fun. It's like the hardest you laugh. You're doing this all day. You know what I mean? And then you go like, all right, let's do the warty dick one.
Yes.
Where it kills them. Like you agree on one and then somebody goes, I'm going to take that one and give write a draft.
Yep.
And then you go, I'm going to take this one, and you get back together. You're just laughing the whole time. Then you get into like the actual production of it, which is like, I think the most fun like, part is the making it. Like
Sure.
on set, you're shooting the thing that you've been thinking about and that you wrote, and then you find obviously that like the real work of it is like in post.
The editing and all that.
Yeah, that's
Comedy. Comedy is all about editing. It's crazy.
Dude, my respect for it has gone up so much more. Like the editors that we had, and the fact that like the other EPs and directors were like seasoned, and like I would turn in a cut and be like, "This is my cut of this story," and they were like, "Can I?"
Wait, so you would edit yourself?
No, I directed 3 of the stories.
Yeah.
And then I sat with editors on those cuts. And so I would be like, here's a cut. But what the other directors they go, can I do a pass on yours? You go, yeah. Sometimes they would make it so much better.
How so would they make it better?
Just choices they make, like what to include, what to take out. They might change the pacing, change the music. It might jump off at a certain point. They'll use different takes. So it's the great thing about like if you like someone and you're like, yeah, like I like your sensibilities, and you essentially trust them, you go, you take your stab at it. And what ends up happening usually is you go like, I love what you did here, but I want to go back to what on this part, I want to go back to the other. So it's like the antithesis of stand up because it's so collaborative, and if you're like working with people you like and are talented, then everything just gets better. So I felt like, every stage of it has these parts that are fun and exciting. But I think the real payoff, if you will, of like the part that kind of like hits you the most is how much the edit is where everything lives in.
Yeah.
Even like the other part of it too is you have moments where you're shooting and you're like, you might improvise something and we just die.
Oh, that's the best.
And so you go like, dude, we have that now.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is how sometimes you're in the edit and you're watching it and you're like, we can't use that. And you're like, why not? And you're like, because it's actually, in the moment we were all laughing.
Right.
But it's not moving the story along. It's actually like, if we keep it in, it's kind of like a distraction from like the pace of the story we're telling.
Yeah.
And so you find things sometimes where you have to like kill like what you think is like the funniest line.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're like, we're going to have to use, now we have to have her come in because the joke was about when she came in. Well, when she comes in, we got to go back to the shot that's over here. And when we do that, we lose the fact that the guy was sitting here. And so like, it starts to be like you're doing like 20 things to get a line in.
Right.
So you're like, yeah, we got to
Also, don't you find like sometimes like the shit that makes me laugh the hardest is the most juvenile, and it's like, it doesn't work. Like the farts or dumb things like that. That's what gets me like surprise,
Yeah.
And then you watch, you're like, that's fucking lowbrow. I don't want to do that. But
Dude, you just described my series.
I was just thinking that. Have you seen the show?
but you know what I mean? Where like sometimes you're just like, this is not this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Riffing with someone also too. It's like, especially if it's like your friend.
It's different.
Of course.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
But like a South Park, it's all low. It's not lowbrow, but it's all juvenile.
Oh, dude, I watched
Fart
the South
jokes
Park.
and all that.
I watched the South Park before bed last night, where Randy takes the biggest shit
There you
with
go.
Bono. It's like the most purposely lowbrow thing.
Yeah.
Where they take the Emmy and they shove it in the shit at the end. It's like a fuck you to the Emmy. It's one of the funniest episodes, but it's like, look, I love lowbrow too. I'm not saying I don't.
And it's smart lowbrow as well.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean that's like
Same with this
I don't
show.
know. I think we try you try to go like, yeah, it's not just shitty.
Yeah,
Like you try to do like a story that is
There it is. I mean, that's funny.
Oh, dude,
That's very funny. Yeah.
and the fact that Bono is the one who's competing. I mean, it's insane. It's so stupid.
Oh yeah. Now, first of all, I'm going to use that every movie I've been in. I've been cut out, so I'm just going to assume I had the best line that
Probably.
didn't make sense.
Yeah.
No, but what's great about your show, and I think it could open doors, not to get dramatic, but you have that episode with the hot foreign guy who bangs all the old people.
Yeah.
Not to give anything away.
No.
But
Good.
that would have been a notes disaster. Like the producer's like, this is a little harsh. We got to tone that down, and this is ridiculous, and the accent might be kind of racist. There's no notes, and you can feel it, and that's what I love about the show.
That part, dude, was like, it's the most exciting thing about that was when we were starting. Once they bought the show based on a couple that they'd seen. They told us, they were like, you should try to go too far.
Oh, I love that.
And then we'll tell you when it's too far. And I was
yeah.
like, okay. Like,
That's great.
So that was like your assign, and everything that we would submit, they were like, yeah. I mean, we had some that didn't make it in.
What didn't make it?
Well, now we're doing season 2, so maybe we'll try.
Yeah, get them in
but
there.
the one that we were like I was trying to get in these parents who they bust their adult son who has Downs. The mother busts him jerking off in his room, like to porn.
Yeah.
And when they go to talk to him about it, he's like, I wasn't watching porn. I was on camera, like for my audience. And they're like, oh my God. And she's like, you're being exploited. And this whole story turns into him showing her that he actually has like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they think they're going to lose the house. The
beautiful.
And he ends up taking them to where like a place like this where he's like, he has other people.
Same story.
Doing the same thing. And he ends up buying the house from behind their back and tosses them out. He throws his parents out of the house, right? Like
that's funny.
The whole thing. They didn't shut it. They were just like, they would ask for like different angles. The only thing that they were like, can't do this is say the N-word. They were
Interesting.
They were like, you can't do that.
A black guy could do it, but you can't do it.
Right. And I in the one that's in the show, it's supposed to be Nick Novecki, a little person who's quoting me from a joke. But I'm quoting someone from that. I'm like, yeah, but we're quoting. They were like, not happening.
Interesting.
And they even told us that you can't say it on set, even if you're not going to use it. Like
whoa,
do not say that. Yeah.
Didn't a Netflix guy get fired?
Yeah.
So then maybe it's something with that. Like a high up was like, we can't say, and he said the word, and they fired him. And he's like, I'm saying we can't say it.
Well, he proved his point.
I guess so, yeah.
He's like, fuck, I'm disappearing. It's like Avengers.
Yeah, like Back to the Future, Polaroid.
Yeah.
But don't you feel, I've pitched shit, we've all pitched stuff in a room in Hollywood and there he is. Apparently he was saying don't use it. That's the crazy part.
He was, and the crazy part is he was actually referencing something that happened to me.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? He brought Nick Novecki in as a prop.
That is true. So he was,
wow.
They were having a meeting because.
What? This is crazy.
Yeah. I had done a special, Disgraceful.
Yes.
And in that special, there was a joke about the R word, and I had this bit about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so a bunch of people got mad about that bit. And then eventually what's it called? Special Olympics fucking reached out to the CEO.
Oh my God.
Damn.
And then they were like,
we got a lot of retards
it was
here.
a whole thing. It was a whole thing. And then I had to go meet with the Special Olympics.
What?
Yes.
This is crazy.
And he had to go say the N-word to them.
It makes a run.
Didn't make any sense.
But this guy who got fired was talking to staff about how people who have special needs children will feel a certain way, like when Tom said retarded.
Yeah.
The same way that a black person might feel when they hear.
Wow.
And so when he said it like as that's the example.
Yes.
And people were like, hey, what the fuck?
That's kind of crazy.
So they reported him. So when he went and he had a follow-up meeting about that incident, they ended up bringing in the people who had reported him, like who was like the black people who were uncomfortable, and he used the same example. He was like, I was just saying how, like when you hear, and so then they were like, they got a
movie being made about this with Michael Richards. I don't know if you've heard that.
But that was a really crazy, that was also like,
that was the height of it.
That was the height of like, I think
BLM and COVID and
because
D2.
After for a while there, they were like, you can't, like comedians can't say retarded either.
I remember that.
Yeah. And then now they're like, yeah, you retarded up again. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's back. Like, you can say it.
Well,
and you're like, all right.
Pissed me off. I did
Still no N-word? And they're like,
Yeah,
no, still no N-word.
that one's out.
That one's out.
Yeah.
I did a Netflix half hour, and they were. I was like, any restrict? They just said no R word and no N word, obviously. And I was like,
As if
all
they
right.
hold equal weight.
I know, but I was like, okay. I had a joke with retarded in it, but I was like, all right, I'll change it because I want to do the half hour. And then Brian Simpson, friend of the show, pal.
Yeah.
He said both, and I was like, I went up to the producer. I'm like, well, I get the N word thing, but he's saying the R word, and they went, and I was like, all right, that's fair. I get it.
They get a couple things in this world that we don't get, you know?
Then I went on a rant about black privilege, and I got tased.
Mark, what was the comedian's joke about the midget versus the N-word?
Oh,
Stanhope had one.
was it Stanhope? Mulaney, I think had one.
I had
too.
one.
Yeah.
That's one. Mine was like in 2010.
Oh wow.
So I did it on my first album, and then I also did it on my Comedy Central Presents, which is so funny because back then Comedy Central was like the standards and practices.
Yep.
So that's a different thing. And they sent an email. I got to find this email, and they're like, when you say that Indian people smell bad, it is something that like they have a logic thing. They're like, you cannot like say that because it implies that like something is like beyond their control, like something
so
like that.
Peter's like,
And
that's
I
my
was
whole
like-
act. I'm finished.
I go, okay. And then the email continues. You can, however, say that Puerto Ricans stab a lot.
Wow.
All these like, because they're citing your jokes.
Yeah.
But it's like in a very professional.
That's
So it's
hilarious.
like, and then they were like, and then one of it was like, okay to say, and it had the N-word typed out. I was like, this is crazy.
Wow.
So that was okay.
That was okay.
Man, that's what's so weird about these. They with different times they flip and flop on what's
Remember
okay.
Jeselnik got that note back in the day where
Is this mine, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he did a Fallon set, and the joke was something about Asians, and the punchline was laundromat, and they were like, that's offensive. So we changed it to build a railroad, and that was okay.
Wow. Laundromat is positive. They're starting businesses,
Well, railroads are positive too, I guess, but
I think they were.
They're like,
oh,
they haven't done that in a while. That's okay.
yeah.
I guess that is
fine.
comedy is plus time, right?
I guess so.
The also there's this thing about like, how accurate you're like if you're doing something that can be perceived as negative, like Angela Johnson, I remember had
Yes,
that
the nail salon
bit. Dude, that bit was like beloved.
Crazy viral.
But she nailed
Pull that
the
up.
accent,
Yeah.
and she nailed the actual context of like what would be said.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if you watched it, you're like, oh, somebody could hyper react in the moment. So like, hey, you shouldn't be able to do it. But then if you watch it, you're like, yeah, but she's nailing all the things.
It's completely accurate. It's almost like a documentary.
Yeah.
But she got shit later on,
Later, right?
which is so funny because it shows there was a shift.
This bit was probably reposted
Yep.
on 500 accounts, and all of them were like in the millions and millions of views.
Yeah.
Pull up how many views. Go scroll down a little bit. 46 million. That's insane.
Sister,
Oh, you
we
don't have to
go
play
over,
it. It's-
it's a place called Beautiful.
But yeah, that bit took over. It changed her whole life. I think that was at the old Gotham.
It's just 18 years ago.
Oh yeah.
That's like when YouTube first started.
Yeah, she was. But Nate Bargatze used to open for her.
Wow.
Fun fact.
He's doing all right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like the rules are not written in stone anywhere. So you don't, when you do something like that, people are like, all right, well, I'm not bothered by it.
I know.
Well, it's not the exact same thing, but I remember I did a bit about the first 48, the TV show.
Oh, yeah.
I did this bit like, fuck, it's got to be like close to 15 years ago. That show is still on, by the way. I just hung out with the producers and the entire Tulsa homicide detective squad.
Whoa.
I did a show there because they filmed there, and it was amazing. They're the best. But when that show was like exploding, I came up with I did this bit about it. It was kind of a long bit about all the, basically the parts of an episode and like the stages it goes through, and throughout it, I'm basically being like, yeah, all the suspects are black.
Yeah.
Right? Without saying that, but I'm citing like how the interviews like I actually forget how it goes, but like how I don't know like Knucklehead or whatever his name was, Dookie Shoes.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know Dookie Shoes. I've seen him, but I don't know him, like all that.
Yeah.
And I was like doing all these, and I realized that I toured with that bit for like 2.5 years, right?
Yeah.
Until I recorded it. So many shows. And it had like all this, me doing like this, essentially like a black impression and like specific things. All I ever got from black people was like just heaps of praise. You know what I mean? Like they would come up to me, they're like, that's the funniest shit, like high fives and like just all. And then the only time I ever had people shake their head was like white women.
Of course.
In the front row, just like, this isn't right.
Yeah.
But I was like, the reason that it worked with a black audience was because of the fact that like the details
It was accurate.
were accurate.
Exactly.
It wasn't lazy.
It wasn't lazy. It wasn't a lazy bit. Yeah.
And it wasn't really hurtful. You were just chronicling what was on the show. You were just saying, this is what it was.
Yeah. They even told me, because the big like thing at the end of that bit, I think, was that I say something about how you think you can talk your way out of like the interrogation. I was like, nobody lawyers the fuck up, right? Like if you watch the show, you'll see like 300 people get like charged, and they're like, and he went away, and then there's the one guy who's like lawyer, and then it says like no charges or all charges against Tayshaun were dropped. Like, that was like the last thing. These detectives to this day, they're like, every single time some fucking guys in here and they go lawyer, we go fuck, and then we walk out and they're like, he fucking watched Segura's thing. Like,
you're like saving lives.
Yeah, the guilty lives.
Yeah, guilty lives. Yeah. You're Johnny Cochran.
It's great. It's great.
Holy shit.
I've never seen the show, but
that's amazing.
but I know what it is.
Oh
clearly.
my god! Because at this
show.
point, it's like literally is, I think 20 seasons of the show.
Wow.
And they've been into, it comes and goes from different cities, but fascinating thing that 28 seasons.
But I think that's only since 2004.
Right, okay.
Maybe run 2 seasons a year or something.
I see.
So last year, like Tulsa is actually it's not a huge city, but it's like several 100,000 people. They had a 100% conviction rate on homicides.
Wow.
That's bananas.
That sounds crooked.
What's that?
It almost sounds crooked.
Yeah. There was, 52 murders. They fucking closed all 52.
Damn.
Which is really nuts, man. Like, if you look at the close rate on some other state, like New Orleans, it ain't fucking 100%.
Oh, it's in the negative.
Yeah, it's yeah. There's like, it's really, really rare, man. So that's like,
I killed a guy.
Solve rate.
I'm here.
Remember that?
That's nuts, dude.
That's
Homicide
nuts.
Hunter, Lieutenant Joe Kenda. You ever see that?
Oh yeah, the big guy.
Yeah, look up that guy, Lieutenant Joe Kenda.
He was fun.
Well, his whole thing was like he had like 400 and something arrests or convictions or whatever, which is not fucking possible.
Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy's had like TV shows and shit.
Yeah, Homicide Hunter.
Yeah.
But they got like they got a real hunk to play him when he was younger.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I mean, look, he's clearly seen some shit and done some amazing stuff, but it is hilarious that that's your second chapter. After just putting dudes away, you're just like, he's cocky as fuck.
Yeah.
He looks in the camera, he has catchphrases. He says shit like, my oh my.
Oh,
he's got merch. I mean, at a certain point, like he's kind of like, other cops are probably like, this guy's a fucking cruise ship act at this point.
Right.
But
dude, you gotta watch
First 48.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch
great.
it.
It's so entertaining and it's so real.
Yeah, it's the realest thing. I remember that, like, in the bit I make, what is it? Oh shit,
91.
Dude. That's really impressive.
We're pretty corrupt as well, by the way. That's like our thing.
Oh,
I like the corrupt point that you just made. It says like New Orleans PD claims 91. However, a watchdog group indicates it's 65.
wow.
They're like,
fucking watchdog.
They're lying.
Yeah.
That shit.
Wow. Who's the watchdog group? That's what I want to hear about.
They got like probably like a CCRB type thing, right?
What's that?
Like Civilian Complaint Review Board type.
Oh, interesting.
Very funny.
Where I mean, that's got to be an exhausting job.
Yeah.
Just dealing with corrupt cops.
Oh,
Like,
my
dude,
God.
Just fucking stop lying to me.
I know, because then they'll arrest your ass. By the way, you got a couple black scents. You got a Big Daddy Kane,
Oh yeah,
the bike. You got some stuff.
Kane. That was such a surreal day because what I remember was the special came out, and it's 2014. That first special, and honestly, you know, every time when everything comes out, especially when you're young or younger, you're like, will this be a thing that like helps me, like changes my career? And then, you know, weeks go by, a month, and you're like, oh, everything's the same.
Yeah, of
you know what I mean?
course.
Like everything's the same. So everything felt the same. And then I lived in this like back house in Redondo Beach, which was like a dead spot for my cell signal. So sometimes I would leave the house, and then it would just be like voicemails.
Oh yeah.
So I had been in the house. Special had been out like a month. I back out, and my phone just goes boop, and then I hit play, and it just goes, "Sup, Tom? It's Big Daddy Kane." And I was like, "What?" Like I couldn't. He's like, "I'm at your boy Russell's house right now. You know, I checked out the thing. It's very like he gives me like this really big compliment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fucking nuts. Like it felt like that was the most exciting thing that had ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And then there was Russell. He was at Russell Peters' house.
Whoa.
Russell was like
a hip hop head.
But he's also like the black whisperer.
Right.
He's just,
right.
He knows every black person that you've ever wanted to meet, and
Not P Diddy.
he doesn't know him. But he was just like, he's like, hey, are you around right now? I go, yeah. He goes, well, he's at my house right now. He's like, do you want to come meet him? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I fucking drove over and
Wow.
That's cool.
then I'm just like, then I don't know what to say. I was like, hi Big Daddy.
Yeah. Your bits get you all these connections. My bit, people just yell at me and tell me I'm a hack. You know? Like no one's ever reached out and been like, we got to hang out. You did that bit about the...
You've had no one's ever hit you up like we should...
Not really. My bits are mostly about me or my wife or my kid, I guess. So no one's ever like Dan Marino's not like, hey, come on over, you know?
Yeah, who's another person who called you like randomly? You were like, what the fuck?
Like you're hanging out with Brad Pitt. You're hanging out with...
Brad Pitt was nuts. That was nuts. And then I had that streak of really like incredible, once again, black seatmates on flights for like a stretch.
Yes.
I had Method Man,
Jesus.
Jill Scott,
Wow.
Nice.
Serena Williams.
Jeez.
Like sat
Damn.
like
That's
the whole
crazy.
flight, coast to coast.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, literally like, because you think, you know, I'm usually pretty chill with like notable people, but like the Serena thing, I was like,
That's crazy.
what do I do?
Yeah, you feel like you're looking at like a Madame Tussauds. You're like, this is so fucking famous.
So crazy. And then she's like, she's taking notes.
Soul plane.
I was like, what
that
are
what you're
you
flying?
Yeah, that's what I was flying.
That's hilarious.
I go, what are you doing? She's like, I'm taking this class, you know, I'm taking a class online for whatever subject. And I was like, oh, cool. And she ends up being like, you know, what do you do? And I go, a comedian. She's like, really? I go, yeah. And she's like, do you have a special? And I realized that I go, yeah, actually I have one. I had the one out. I was like, it's on Netflix. Oh, what's it called? And I see her write it down on her sticky note. And then I was like, yeah, you know, we chat. She's super pleasant. And at the end, I feel so goofy doing it. But I was like, can I have a photo?
Sure.
I take a photo. Like you know, you still feel like
Of course.
an asshole. I have a selfie. And then I'm walking off the jet bridge, and I literally, like, I must have turned white. I just go, and I have like sweat, like cold sweat. I'm like, oh my God. Because internally I realized that I told her, watch this special. And then it hits me that in the special, I talk about some fantasy where I go, where it's the Williams sisters and Serena's sitting on my face and Venus is putting a racket up my ass.
Oh.
And I say that in the special, and I'm like, oh, she, like, if she does watch that, she's gonna be like, this is why this creep told me to watch it. And I was like, this definitely was not my intention.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Serena, if you're watching.
No, here's the part two of this.
Okay.
A few years ago,
It came true?
I get invited to do Pete's 9/11 fundraiser show.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
And you go there, and it's like crazy, right? It's him. Jon Stewart's hosting.
Wow.
all these people show up. Chris Rock's there, and just huge names. Mm-hmm. And we do your set, and I had a good set. I felt good, and Pete lights up a joint in the hallway of MSG. We're at MSG.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just do that?
And it just lights on fire. They pull you up the.
He hands me a joint.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I hit it a few times, and then I'm walking. There's there's a after event at MSG, and as I'm walking towards, it's this back tunnel. It's Serena and her husband Alex, the Reddit founder,
the white guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he founded Reddit?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I go. Mind you, I'm high as shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey. I was like, hey, I was just up there, and they're like, he's very expressed, he's like, oh, great job. She's like, hi, and I go, it's funny. I flew with you 10 years ago to Serena.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay. I go, it's kind of a funny story, and she's like, okay. And he goes, I want to hear it. And I
Cut you getting removed by security.
bro, I lay out the whole thing that I just told you.
Yeah.
And I'm not exaggerating. The whole time she's like,
oh, no.
I just want to, and I know how high I am. And so I start to get more paranoid.
Yeah.
He's ear to ear.
Oh, that's good.
He's like, yeah. And I was like, and then, so I realized because I said to sit on my face. And then she's like, do you know where the bar is?
Wow.
And I go, I think it's over here. I just walked away. I was like, what the fuck did I just do?
Game, set, match.
Yeah.
Damn, that's great. You think she'd have a sense it was positive. You're not like she's ugly or whatever.
Fuck, I think she was probably I can't imagine the amount of time
that.
It's just funny to explain to a famous woman. And then I said, you sit on my face.
Yeah, of course.
And you're like, nothing? Nothing on it?
Because you have a pretty crazy ass. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow, full circle.
Yeah, but then you also don't know, people that famous, you're like, maybe she's just I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Rocket Money. You don't suck at money. You're just being robbed by 12 subscriptions you forgot you had. Rocket Money helps you get back on track. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Get a handle on your finances and stop paying for streaming services, everyone under the sun. They're killing you. Come on, I still got CISO, Grindr, and Pornhub up my ass. Thank God I got Rocket Money. I knew I was spending too much on Al Jazeera and crypto, the Bored Ape. It was all bad. Don't keep wishing you had more money. Do something about it. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/drunk today. That's rocketmoney.com/drunk. rocketmoney.com/drunk.
Starting an online store sounds cool until you're trying to code your own website at 2 a.m. Make it easy and get your online store up and running with Shopify. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build an online store that matches the vibe of your brand. It even has AI tools that'll help you write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. You're about to make your life a whole lot easier. Shopify even turns you into an expert marketer with email and social media campaigns that spread the word wherever your customers are scrolling. Turn your big business into a cha-ching with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/drunk. Go to shopify.com/drunk. Shopify.com/drunk. Cha-ching. If your wardrobe needs a refresh, but you don't want to break the bank, it's time to check out Quince. Quince is half the cost of similar brands, and they've got the kind of stuff you'll actually wear on repeat. Check out the breathable flow knit polos, cotton shirts, and comfy lightweight pants that'll work for both your weekend barbecues and that fancy dinner date. By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middleman, you'll get luxury pieces without the crazy markup. I've heard this is great stuff. I can't wait to check out their website. I'm looking on it. I love that breathable stuff, especially in a heat wave here in New York. So I'm looking all up in the quince. I'm looking forward to a quince. Only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices so you can feel good about your purchase. Stick to the staples that last with elevated essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/drunk for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/drunk and get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/drunk.
Yeah, that's it. Look at that. That sitting on your face might kill you, though.
I know.
That's suffocation.
But it'll be a lovely death.
That's true. Can I just say, go back to the show for a second? Back to the new Netflix series. Don't you feel like we've all pitched stuff? We've all bad thoughts. We've all been rejected, turned down for a million things. I know I have. And every time they go, it's a little much, or we're not ready for this, or whatever, I go, but the little much is the good part. That's what you should be going for. But they're all like, I don't know, it's a little outside the box and avant-garde or whatever, a little offensive, a little too much. But too much is good. Like that's what every, Squid Game. What if they were like, it's a little violent? I don't know. That's the biggest show ever,
Yeah.
So just a note, I'm just venting now, but a note to the coward suits out there.
It's worse than that now. Now they don't even make almost anything. To get anything made now, I mean, these jobs are replaced within 8 months half the time.
That's true.
We brought shows back to Amazon and Hulu, and the people we were talking to were just new people. They Squid Games their fucking development people.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's very common.
So I think they're just terrified to make anything. I mean, so when you made this, I guess for people listening who are like, I want to make a show, proof of concept is really the key,
I mean,
right?
Here's the thing. Can something be written that definitely gets across what your show is and have it be clear to the reader? I think, yes, that is definitely possible. Is the percentage chance of that so much higher if you have a proof of concept? I think without question that when you shoot what you are trying to do on a bigger scale, when you show what it is, it becomes like there's nowhere else it is at that point. The yes or no is so much more clear, I think.
Yeah.
Right? I think probably the most famous example in our world of that is probably the Sunny Guys, because that was the story always is that they shot their own thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they shot that before it was a show. In other words, to show it.
Yeah.
This is the banter. These are the characters. This is the dynamic. This is the whole thing. And so they had something to show. And you think about that show and you go, does that come across if you had just handed it in a script? I don't
Definitely
think
not.
so.
Definitely not.
I don't think you can. So the upside to that being the thing, because see, there's always a reason to turn down production. If I go, do you want to shoot this thing? And you're like, fuck, man, schedule wise, the costs, the time, I have this. You can always talk your way out, right?
Right.
But if you're somebody who goes, you know what, I know there's always a reason to not to. We're gonna shoot it anyway. Because not only is it going to highlight what we're trying to do, even if it's a scene from our movie, we just want to shoot one scene, but it's so accessible to do now. You don't have to have millions of dollars to shoot that scene.
True.
You just need you can rent a good camera. You could hire a qualified DP or lighting director, somebody for sound, people that are in this business that they love doing that too.
Right.
And it's not going to be you can tell them, you're I don't have a crazy budget, but I do have this, I do have something. And people will give you their best. Actors love to act. You can get great actors. So you can shoot the thing that you want to shoot. It's just a matter of is your decision to do it or not, right? Because there's really no excuse other than that. You can get it done for a reasonable amount. You can definitely get it to a good editor to cut it for you. But I think you're always going to improve your chances, whatever your goal is, if you shoot something.
But do you think it's more that these people are so unimaginative that they can't see it, or do you think it's also that like they're like, holy shit, this person gets stuff done?
It's both. It's both. Yeah. So that's a really good observation. The second part of it, especially. Look, sometimes you luck out and you get really. The truth is, all of us joke about it. Sometimes you get great executives. You really do. Yeah. People who you're like, man, this person is just phenomenal. Their notes are actually. I'm glad I have their notes. They just made it so much better, right? So there are those things. There's definitely the other side of it where they have zero vision of anything, and you need to really spell it out for them. But the big thing is that what you're saying is somebody who does that instills confidence in people who are making decisions, because what they're really doing is they're investing in you as the person.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's like, oh, this line and that line and this shot, and they're like, no. It's the fact that we're investing, $15 million on this thing.
Are you capable?
Who's the person? Like, oh, it's you guys, and you turn in this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we feel a lot better about this because ultimately, what's going to happen is that person is going to report to another guy and go, "Who the fuck did you give $15 million?" And it's going to be like, well, they did this.
Yeah.
Right? And if they did this, and they go, oh shit, that looks pretty goddamn good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to make them be like, well, these are people that are capable.
Yeah.
It's ultimately their job.
It's their job.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's their job. That's why they make a lot of fear-based decisions.
Yes.
You make fear-based decisions because
Avengers 19.
Yeah.
That works.
That's a safe choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it saves their job. But no, I think you're right. Like Ari, he pitched This Is Not Happening years ago, and they were like, who's this ugly guy? He's over the hill. He's old. He's gross.
Let's look up his other stuff. The Amazing Racist.
Yeah, exactly. Not to mention his stand-up. But
do you think in his head he thinks he looks like that?
Probably, yeah.
I think he looks better now than then, for sure.
I do too.
That's
I think
true.
he's aged into it for sure.
He's aged well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks, for his age, he looks great.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't look bad, and he drinks and does drugs and stuff.
Lots.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he left my hilarious. He left my place the other night. I had people over for one of those Knicks games, and we just we all getting hammered. But he left with my friend, who's a bartender at the Cellar. Before we're drinking, Ari and I take like pre-hangover shots. We're like, I said, this will help if .
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he texts me the next day at like 2 p.m. He's like, the hangover shot did nothing. I'm like, yeah, well, you left and kept drinking. You drank all night, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I stopped at like 6. You had like 14 or something.
Dude, I saw him
You're
last
50.
week. He had a T-shirt on that said Stan, New York Comedy Club, Comedy Cellar, and there was like 6 clubs on his shirt. And I was like, what is this? And they had X's on him. And he goes, I'm doing a pub crawl with Sal Volcano, and I'm Xing off. I'm getting drunk at every comedy club and doing sets, and I got 3 more to go, and he was already fucked up. So that's who he is. He's fun for a 68-year-old man. He really lives.
Yeah, we have fun.
Really. Yeah.
But my point is, he pitched it. They said no. He put it on YouTube. It blew up, and then they bought it.
It's
Tires, your
dude,
show, whatever.
The concept is really, I mean, with your show, it's harder because it looks the way it looks. I mean,
Sorry.
Nice.
It looks the way it looks, and tires is like a workplace thing. It's a different thing.
It's a different thing completely. Yeah. I mean, with art, like I'll say this: I say that you don't have to spend a lot because you don't. I did spend a lot to do those proof of concept ones, simply because for me, the idea of it was for it to be this high level. That was part of the show.
It's very
one of the
good quality.
Characters of the show is like the fact that it should look like cinematic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Nico Wiesnet was our DP, who's like a brilliant guy, and that's why it looks great, right? You can still have things look good, I'm saying, without spending a lot. We did spend a lot when we made the proof of concept because it was honestly like I had to pay for everything. Like I was doing it to be like, I want it to look like this,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous were you? Especially you spend all the money. You went high budget.
Yeah.
That's even more nerve-wracking that you might not sell it.
Or
were you pretty confident?
I was confident that what I was confident was in that if I did the online thing, I was like, okay, If I do that, because that was always the plan.
The paywall.
I didn't think that I was going to make money. What I thought was that I was going to erase a lot of losses. Like,
Sure.
Like maybe I'll lose some, but not all.
Yeah.
That to me was enough.
Oh, all right.
Because I was.
Isn't that incredible that comics have that? Because I look at Megalopolis, with Francis Ford Coppola. He spent 120 mil of his own money. Like, I'm not saying a paywall would have helped.
Yeah.
But comics kind of have that option more than just pure filmmaking.
I think you're. Yeah.
Good point.
Which is,
Right.
which is weird.
Which is like
Yeah.
this whole thing is so important because you do have a direct to consumer relationship.
Yeah.
Like, your fans are like here with you every week, and if they like you, they trust you, and they want to support you. It's like they'll go on this ride if you do something like that. Like
Yeah.
that
Also,
creative-
120 mil is a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Crazy.
He did that, and like I think he sold his like winery and all this shit. And then like Costner, apparently he's making this epic American
rough,
Western
too.
trilogy.
I saw the first one.
I think he
Horizon.
was it good?
Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah, I think he leveraged his whatever Santa Barbara estate,
Oh.
to pay for it.
I respect it. I mean, I respect
I do
the hell
too.
out
I
of it.
totally do.
But it also is like
It's too long, but it looks amazing, and it's got like a Dances with Wolves kind of Western vibe. It's fun. If you like Westerns, you'll like it. But
he loves that shit.
he loves it.
Coppola always lived dangerously, though. I don't know if you ever saw the Apocalypse Now documentary.
Yeah.
I mean, he just lived fucking like crazy.
Yeah,
Even then, he was like, shit, we're over budget. I'll have to make up the rest of it. And so he always lived that way.
Yeah, yeah. But he pulled it off then.
Yeah.
Now the
Yeah.
Megalopolis.
Did you watch it?
No, I should watch
see
it.
it. Did
I didn't
you?
see it. No, I did not.
Damn. Sucks to go down like into your golden years. You're like fading out as a filmmaker.
But maybe he feels all right. I mean, he made the thing he wanted to make. And,
That's true.
And he's got such a fucking incredible resume. Like, he's still made some of the best movies ever,
Yeah.
100%.
I wonder too if like maybe it not being a success at that stage in your life doesn't really affect you the same way either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Like you've been through so much of life, not just career, and you go, yeah, but I made what I wanted to make. Like, what if you're very satisfied by that?
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
I would love to talk. I would love to have him on the pod.
Oh, that'd be great.
It'd just be so interesting, I feel like.
yeah. Well, it's like Norm. Norm, obviously gambling addict. He lost like all of his money like in the last couple of years, and he was like, I get to start over. Like he said, he felt kind of free.
That's insane.
But
I know.
But that just shows what a disease it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an
You
animal.
lose that kind of money, and you're like, oh, good.
Yeah, yes.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, he had a problem.
yeah, I'm glad it's not gambling.
Oh, we're so lucky we're
me.
not gambling guys.
Like I just don't have it. I respect it. I like going to a casino. It's fun. Like if we go to a casino and hit the tables, I'm like,
Sure.
yeah, it's fun. It's a good
Yeah.
time. I never get into like, hey, can I get like 250 grand? To,
No.
it just never occurs to me.
Well, winning doesn't feel as good to me as losing feels bad.
It does. They both feel awful.
Yeah.
I find that I get this real, like for it to be like something, you have to have the heart rate move,
yes,
somewhat.
yes.
And so for me, like, I don't know, man, if I lose like anything north of $500 on something, I just start to go like it's like, I know it's not going to destroy my life, but it starts to just, and if I win like $1,000, I'll be like, fuck. Like, so I'm just lucky that it's happening there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
For some people, they're like, oh, it's got to be 25 grand. You're like, get the fuck
I know.
No way.
And now it's on your phone. You got all that fucking phone
I
gambling.
started to lose some. I was doing real well, up money during the season for FanDuel. Once the Knicks are in the playoffs and I'm getting drunk and we're down 20,
Oh.
I'm like, fuck it, we're coming back. I just
Yeah.
put big
Yeah, of
bets on the
course.
comeback.
That's what they count on.
I know.
Plus 2,000. We're
Yeah.
due. It's brutal, man. I kept doing it.
I can't imagine that. I've only done it once or twice when I was at a sports book. Like hitting a parlay has got to be.
Oh,
feels
yeah.
good.
It's got.
That one
you've
feels
done
pretty
it?
good.
You've done it.
Yeah, I've done it where like I'll do a bunch. So I'll do like $50.
Yeah.
Bet. But I'll do like 7 like parlays, and when you hit them, you feel great.
Oh, it's got to.
It's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I just do a lot of like not super crazy ones, so then it just keeps raising, and all of a sudden you're like plus 900 or
It's
plus
like
1,000.
stock. Like,
Yeah.
Have you like ever listened to like Dana White's gambling stories? You know?
Yeah, I've heard a couple blackjack things.
Dude, we podcasted with him, and I was like, I gotta talk to you about this. So he was like is well known for being just this insane blackjack guy,
Yeah.
right.
Really good at it.
Well, so he's had like crazy runs, and he's also betting, depending on the table, 300,000-400,000 a hand, right? So he told me about this. I mean, he says on the podcast, so I feel like I can say this, that he had a streak once where he won. He was walking away with like $1 million up a night for like something like 18 or 20
Jesus Christ.
in a row, right? And he also has for somebody doing it at this level, like incredibly disciplined, in that he goes, if I go in and I bet, a few $100,000 and I win 2-3 hands, I leave.
Yeah.
For him, it's the thrill of winning.
Yes.
Right. He's an outlier, like a high crazy achiever, right?
That's a sane gambler.
And now he's told me he's switched to baccarat.
Jesus Christ.
And maybe that's the one that the reference, maybe it wasn't black.
23 million?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So, but then he told me, he goes, and then on the last night I was supposed to go on a vacation, I was back at this club, and I lost $5 million that night. $5 million. And then he was like, I went on vacation. That's all I could fucking think of. Got back. I was like, I'm gonna get these motherfuckers when I get back. And then he got back, and he won a couple million, and so it's like, but it's at that level is what motivates him.
Yeah.
He was talking about being down and like playing through the night, like there at 11 p.m. and then at 10 a.m. he's like, I got to go to this meeting.
Wow.
Like stayed there because he had gone down, and then he was. I love when when the blackjack people are like fighting your way back, just grinding it out, digging in. You're like, digging in? You mean saying hit me again? Look, yeah. It's like, it's so crazy to think of it as like just fighting, man, just fighting, not giving up. And then he got back to like close, and then he had to go do his meeting.
Oh my god!
And then some of his friends played for him.
Wow.
And won money and paid the rest. Like it's just like,
that's movie shit.
it's real movie shit, and it's just like,
That feels like a miserable way to be rich.
But they're on edge. They love it. They're jacked up.
Yeah,
No, I
because
know, but if I had that kind of money, I think I would just like enjoy it.
Oh, completely. I'm with you.
pitched the idea to him that I was like, I think this is because you're so used to like these big wins of their like, the arena sold out. This is the gate. We sold this many pay-per-views. It was like, I was like,
So pay a woman to piss on
when
you.
When you leave here, you just need another. It's all about getting another hit,
Yeah.
win. He's like, it's exactly what it is.
Well, I mean, the biggest gamble was UFC. That was like in the shitter. No one liked
yeah.
it. No one cared
They
about
bought it for $2 million.
Wow.
2.2 million, something like that. Was
Crazy.
like what they bought the UFC for, and then they sold it for I think 4.4 billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's where you see all these basketball teams that got, like the guy who just sold the Celtics made, I think he bought it for like 300 and sold it for $4 billion or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe more, something crazy.
Or like when you look at the details of what Jordan's deal was.
Well, wait,
my
what was his
God.
deal?
So when he bought the Hornets,
I thought you were talking about the shoes, but yeah, I mean,
well, yeah, but the Hornets thing, what's crazy is like you see the purchase price when he bought it. Let's say I think it was like $285 or something. Right? The Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
So when he bought that, how much was it bought? $275.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Close.
So when he buys that, you think in your head, you're like, well, it's Michael Jordan. He can afford
Right.
$275. Dude, all he paid was a down payment amount, and then he just paid debt payments. So he in other words, he borrowed, let's say, $250 million, paid like a loan debt payment on
Yeah.
that. And then when he sold it for $3 billion, he just paid, like he never actually parted.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Just
But
used the
except for-
bank, I guess.
Yeah, he just used the bank
crazy.
to own it. Yeah.
Damn.
that guy's good.
He's good.
That's a pretty crazy way. You're like, yeah, I'm good for it. I'll make you these debt payments
Yeah.
every month. and then when I sell it, just clean that out and keep a couple $1 billion.
The lamest franchise too. $3 billion. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
It got crazy. Like
It got crazy.
You could used to be able to fantasize about being part of a group.
I know. I know.
And now they're like, do you have $6 billion?
Someday a WNBA team.
Yeah. I know, it keeps lowering where you're like, I want to get women's.
How much do I have on me here? Let me get the Spurs, or what are they called? The
$75.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
The Lightning. Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah.
But it's like Steve. We were talking about Steve Jobs before he got here, and he would do a thing where he would lease a Mercedes.
Yeah.
And then when the time came to pay the lease, he would just cancel it and then lease another one.
Yeah.
Or some crazy shit like that. And you're like, you're a trillionaire.
Yeah.
But they have all these tricks, these rich guy tricks.
And they do, when they have yachts. These are like incredibly expensive assets. They'll be listed under an LLC, but even that LLC will be like in their spouse's name.
Right.
So they're not actually liable in any way to own this $400 million asset. Yeah, there's all these like loopholes.
My dream is to do the thing in the movies where they're like, we owe the bank $20 million. Let me hit the tables. And you're like, how much do we have? 2,000? I'll turn it into 20 million.
Well, all of them spend time, if they live in California, New York, they just have a place in Florida that they spend like 6 months and
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. The only thing I heard from, I know people that do it, where they have the Nevada place, and they're Californians, so it's close by. So
how do they do they go by credit card statements or do they go by lights and
so the
electricity bill?
thing now? So apparently the most aggressive franchise tax board in the country is California's. California's is really, really tough, right? If you own anything in California, you're going to hear from them, especially if you're an earner. They're going to be like, what's up?
That's why you got the fuck out.
You owe us, right? So, but obviously some people are still like, okay, but I still want to keep this California shit, but I'm not a resident. So now, because technology is where it is, there's actually software that you put on your cell phone that is legally binding that will show your exact location. So if you do get to that point with the tax board about how much time you spent there, you actually will show them, I spent this many days in California and this many out.
They're getting
Damn.
Yeah.
Can you just leave your phone in Nevada? Get two?
Yeah.
You go back to the landline?
Yeah. Damn.
People have a bad phone, right? People do that.
Yeah, all the time. Burner phone, all that shit.
Damn.
Trump's got a golden phone. I don't know if you saw that.
Say, do you guys have any peeves you want to go over?
Oh yeah, I got a weak peeve, but I got a peeve.
What do you got?
All right, I'll start. This is shit, but it annoys the fuck out of me. So I'm a douche. I don't prepare, and I'm taking a shower, and I'm in the shower with all the wife's products, and she buys everything, and I can't. All her products are so hoity-toity and frou-frou. I can't tell what's what. I'm like, just say shampoo, but it'll be like a puritanical elixir from the rainforest.
Oh, yes.
I'm like, is this conditioner? Is this lotion?
Yeah.
Is this douche? What is this?
Dude, 100% identify with this.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So I don't know what I'm using. I'm just putting shit in my hair, and it's like fucking for Jerry curls or whatnot. I don't know what it is.
I don't even have hair, and I still get mad at it. I really do.
Yes.
I'll want to put something on my head for shaving, in the shower, and I turn, and it's literally forest mist, and I'm like, forest mist what?
Forest mist, we just say shampoo. That's why I like Head and Shoulders.
So
2 in 1. Boom.
I'm looking at my ex's stuff that's still in my shower. I'm like, what? I'm furious. I'm like, I'm fucking alone, and I don't know what the fuck this shit is. What is this?
No one ask.
Exactly. This body balm, and I'm like, is that lotion? I don't know what anything is. So just write the shit on there. I know you're trying to be cute and
Men's
sexy.
stuff is so to the point.
Yes.
Head and Shoulders. I know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pert. Give me some Pert. Give me Pert Plus.
Man.
Yeah, so that annoys the shit out of me.
I got a peeve. This is like a thing you see all over Instagram. People going, I said what I said.
Oh, I hate
It's
that.
never controversial. It's always like best pizza in South Florida. I said what I said. Was that a big deal to
I
say?
know. And that sentence doesn't mean it. You said what you said. Yeah, we caught that when you said it.
But it's never like a shocking thing. These catchphrases catch on.
Full stop. Shut up. I saw you stopped. You don't have to tell me it's full. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I said what I said. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Deal
with it.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
That means nothing.
There's nothing there. It's an empty statement.
Deal with me. Yeah.
I even hate when guys are like, let me just, I'm being completely genuine here. I got a question. I mean, it's completely genuine. Like, just ask it. I assume you're completely genuine. What do I think? You're doing a character?
Yeah.
You know, just ask the question. Hand to God, man. I'm like, all right.
I get super annoyed by I hate corporate formality. Like when you I check in a hotel here and they have the card in the room, there's like a visceral reaction to me. Because it's like, I know it's a manufactured thing that you do for where it's like, Tom, we're all excited. I take it and I throw it away in the trash. Sometimes it's in an envelope and I don't open it. I throw it away.
Oh,
because
nice.
I just feel like it's like when corporations are like, you know, Boeing is wishing you a Merry Christmas. You're like, really? Boeing is?
You send it to a widow.
You're
Thanks.
making
You killed my husband.
F-22s and you're
Right.
saying Merry. Like, I feel like it's the same way. And it rings inauthentic. Like,
Of course.
that's
of
the
course.
part of it
I
that
agree
really
with
annoys
you.
me.
The card also when they call the room and they check in, they go, "How's your stay going? Do you really want to know how I'm doing?"
Yeah.
I'll fucking tell you. I'll unload.
I also don't like, this is a thing that like, not all hotels do this, but some do, where like they time it so just after you arrive, they have an amenity for you, and you're like, dude, I'm laying, like, I get in, I want to lay on the bed, like then they knock, and you're like, what? And they're like, we have some dried apricots. And I'm like, I don't want them.
Yeah.
Apricots.
Yeah, and they're like, this is
tray.
a gift for you. I'm like, did you send
Nice
it back?
hotel though. It happened to me. I was in a hotel and I was so cranky. I was just it was like day 12 on a tour bus. And I was finally in a hotel. I was like, I finally went to shower.
Yes.
And like some guy just shows up, knocks on the door. My pants are off, and I'm like trying to sleep. I'm like, what? And he goes, some sparkling water. I'm like, oh, come on.
Jeez. But answering the door in the underwear is a good move because people get the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it is.
They see in your underwear, they're like, here you go. I'll see it. You have to tip them.
I look like Swamp Thing. I was just like, Some poor guy was just like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to give you sparkling water. I was like, sorry.
I had this one the other day where I was in a hotel and I was fucking with the AC and it was boiling hot in the room. And I'm like, I got it on 65. What the hell? So I had to call down. I hate to be that guy. And they're like, we'll send up Bob. He's our
I hate
repair
the send
guy.
up.
So
I hate the send up.
now I'm in my underwear with a boner and Bob's got overalls on and he's like, I think I got it. And he's up on a ladder and we're making small talk. And I'm like, should I leave? The whole thing feels weird.
Should I fuck him?
Yeah.
Fuck Bob? I am lonely.
But I had like, Pawn Stars on. He's like, oh, I know this one. And I'm like, all right, Bob, it's getting too intimate.
I hate when it's late at night and they're like, we can send someone up. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that.
No.
I had that for like, I was like, all right, I'm going to watch a movie. And then it wasn't working. And I was like, it's not working. And they're like, we can send them up. I go, I'll just go to bed. I don't want them to come up.
Have you seen Sinners yet?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
I thought it was really cool.
I dug it.
I got to see it.
Yeah, I thought it was really
music,
cool.
too. I was like, this is fun.
The music, the stories, there's like if I love going into movies not knowing, and I didn't know shit. Only thing I had heard from people, they were like endorsing it. So I was like, I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to try to like.
Same.
And so I would say that like a lot of the pivots and turns were very unexpected. I was like, oh, this is not the story I thought we were going to see.
Okay, it's not too kill whitey.
No, it's fun.
Okay, sometimes I get bummed out with the joy of white death. I mean, a little.
There's a hint of it.
take a
Sure.
little bit?
I can take a little. I mean, if the white guys are bad, if it's a Klan member, all right,
Vampire,
shoot him.
Okay, yeah.
The vampires and Clan. So
All right, all
like
right.
you want to win.
All right, one of those I like. I saw. Oh, sorry. You got a peeve?
I got a wreck.
Okay, do the wreck.
No, what do you got? You got a peeve?
Well, no, I got a wreck too.
Stupid wreck, but game changer for me. I don't know if you guys use these.
Please.
Packing cubes for travel. Fucking
Oh,
incredible.
dude.
You don't use them?
No, what's a packing cube?
They're like $20 on Amazon. You just you get one for your underwear, you get one for your shirts, you get one for your socks.
And you ship these?
No. I put it in my suitcase.
Oh, well, why not just use the suitcase?
You put it in the suitcase like that because it just divides everything, so it doesn't get all mushed together and just
It is
organized.
It is
Really?
fucking brilliant.
Game changer.
What?
$20 on Amazon.
This is an extra thing to me. This is more work than I just put the
here's
underwear next
thing.
to the shirt.
It's a little bit of it is an extra step, and you kind of are like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
But when you see the level of satisfaction, and
What am I, Marie Kondo? I mean, I'm
there's
gone for
also-
3 days.
do you pack a lot, or are you a light packer?
Very light.
If you're a light packer, it's probably less. I think if you're a heavy packer, like I go overboard.
What about a fudge packer? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I love assholes.
Especially if it's Bob. It's a hotel guy. Love that guy's
Sweet,
asshole.
Rosy red asshole.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're like, you know, I like to bring like double the amount of underwear, and then all of a sudden it's in this cube, and you're like, that's my underwear thing.
Got
you
it.
start to do it like that. I thought it was fantastic.
What happens when you get dirty clothes? Where does that go?
I just get.
You bring an empty one.
Yeah.
You bring
an empty bag,
and it's like it takes up no space because it's empty, and then as you're going along the week, it's
Right.
That makes sense.
I'll rewear an underwear. I'll flip it.
That's an old school move.
Oh, yeah. You guys don't do the flip.
What if you work out?
It's a whole clean side.
Holy shit!
That's
That is
awful.
literally.
Awful.
Yeah, that's a boomer's move. You know that, right?
That's a fucking disgusting.
I'm a boomer, I guess.
I remember my dad would do that, and I would go, yo, like, yeah, I would see him pick up underwear on the ground.
Yeah.
It had a nice clear brown streak.
Oh.
And I go, what the fuck? He goes, just a little sunset. That's what he called it. Flip it around.
Well, I'm not wearing whiteys, I'll tell you that. So my brown is hidden.
The flip is fucking gross.
It's so
Well,
intense.
I'm not going to do a tough mutter and then flipping it. But if I go to Cleveland and do a show, I'll flip. Wow, that guy's got a roach in there. Jesus Christ,
dude. It's satisfying because you just know where everything is.
Yeah, it's very
Oh, yeah.
satisfying. It's
all
very
right.
satisfying.
I'll give it a shot. I just feel like they got the suitcase.
And
I'm
they're
good.
cheap on Amazon. You get them.
I have to bring this one up because I was
Please.
and I was like, I wonder if it hits you the same way. It's a quiet one, right? Like it's
All right.
one that I keep to myself usually, but I feel like it's when you befriend people that don't work in comedy and they go, oh, like you're in comedy, so they send you comedy clips, like sketches,
Oh yeah, that's tough.
and I'm always like, I look at it, I'm like, this make you fucking LOL, dude.
Yeah,
You know, like I want to be like,
If it's good, I never am bothered by it. But if it's bad shit, I'm like,
it's
wow.
rarely.
well, that's the thing. It's like.
It's always very broad.
Sometimes it's going to be good, right?
Yeah.
By number, you're going to be like, this is great. Half the time when it's that, you already know it. You're like, I know. Yeah, I know him. Like, yeah, that is great. And I've seen this, whatever. But so many times it's like this broad, like.
Woman. I thought you meant abroad.
And you go. and I
fucking skirt.
Yeah, some game.
I literally have to go like, ha ha ha.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how to. And then they're like, isn't that great? Yep. Like, oh man, this part of me is dying.
I'm cautious when it's someone in another field. Like if there's like a musician and I have a friend who's a musician, I'm like, oh, what do you? It's more like, oh, what do you think of this?
Yeah,
More like,
that's-
I'm
yes.
more like curious.
Well, that's because we have the proper amount of self-awareness and fear
Right.
inside of us to be like, hey, you're a musician? Have you heard this?
Yeah.
Where they're going to be like, yeah, this is fucking ha ha ha.
I made the mistake of telling a couple musician friends of mine that I enjoyed the Timothy Chalamet Bob Dylan movie, and they were like, "You fucking
Oh,
like that?"
is
And I was
that
like,
right?
"Yeah, that was really good." And they were just like, "Oh, please!" Like, he
Interesting.
he was always him. He was never. And I was just like, I liked it.
What was their critique of it?
They just thought he never became Bob Dylan. They thought they felt like they were watching Timothy Chalamet.
Oh.
Maybe it's like how we see Punchline. We're like, that's not Tom. That's not a comic.
Well, if
It's
we
lockers.
see someone playing a comic, we're going to be more critical.
Of course, of
Someone
course.
Playing, like if we saw the Richard Pryor, which they've been trying to make the Richard Pryor movie forever.
Ever,
Yep.
yeah.
But
You see, they're doing a Springsteen. It feels just like the Chalamet. It's the guy from The Bear.
Yeah.
Is doing Springsteen, and you're like, is this just an Oscar win, or is that what they're going for? These biopics?
yeah,
Because you get sweaty and you're up there.
But Chalamet was so celebrated for that performance.
I thought he killed
was
it.
great.
I thought he
Yeah,
killed it.
I thought he was awesome.
And this
in
looks
it.
pretty cool too, to be honest. But it's weird that like artists I grew up liking are now so old that it has to have a biopic.
Weird when they're not dead yet.
Yeah, he's both still alive.
They'll be dead soon.
Yeah, yeah,
Would Ray Charles was dead for the Ray movie, right?
that's true. That's
Live while it was being made. He died
Is
right
that
when
right?
it came out.
How
Yes.
about Johnny
That's
Cash
right.
was dead before, right?
definitely
I believe
dead.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's his name? Who
Which one?
The piano.
Oh,
Stevie Wonder.
no, the actor.
no,
Fox.
but the real guy. I just
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles was there signing off on.
Oh, he killed that, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He nailed that role.
Yeah, he was amazing.
I met him a couple weeks ago.
Jamie?
Is that next to him on a flight?
No, it was at this like they did this Emmy like submission event. So like I was there for the show where they're like we're submitting these things, right? Like just to vote, and he was there for his special. But it is definitely like he's so talented.
He's unbelievable in every genre too, comedy,
everything,
acting. He can play sports.
Yeah, he was like. I was kind of like, oh shit.
I love that movie Collateral too.
I went up to him and I was like, hey dude, like I just want you to know that I watched Booty Call like 300 times. He was like, he's like, that's digging deep in the well, man.
I think it's kind of underrated.
I watched it so many for real because it was like a perfect, like my age when that came out.
Yeah.
And then I also remember it was 97. Then like the next year we went on a family cruise, and at the time, cruise ships would like just replay like 4 movies.
Oh yeah,
and Booty Call was one of them. So the whole week I would just watch Booty Call, and every time I went to the room,
Ebert wrote a good review for it though.
Did he?
Ebert gave it a good review.
Hell yeah,
it's a good movie.
Ebert's the man. Black wife. Damn, yeah, Booty Call was fun. Oh, fuck, I was going to say something about biopics, and now I lost. Oh, do you think in, like, 40 years we'll do, like, a Wiz Khalifa? Like, where does it end, you know? Like,
no, I think, for every, yeah.
You're going to have to hit everybody. Here's fucking Post Malone, and...
You guys watch docs?
I'm a huge doc. That was my rec.
I haven't seen it yet. I got to watch
I just watched the Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I've heard that's really good.
Paul Rubens is the one.
Paul Rubens is killer.
You watch the Bin Laden one?
No.
That one's...
It's good?
Phenomenal.
Really?
What?
Phenomenal. Which stream?
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
I didn't even know it was out.
That, and I would say the Tylenol murders.
I watched that.
That was for me was more fascinating because I'm older than you guys, but I remember it being like a trivia thing, but have zero memory of any of it like happening. It was just like, story. That's a crazy story. But seeing them tell the full story in detail was real.
Just a psycho guy who put
cyanide
in 7 random bottles, and just the country figured it out.
That were dying taking Tylenol, and they recalled
all of it,
all
the shelves.
Tylenol, dude. Like, which was their money maker. It was like the biggest product they had.
Was it Johnson Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owned the parent. That was the parent company of the company that made it.
Yeah. This was the impetus of having the seal on every single bottle you get now.
The way that happened was back when this happened, you would just open the bottle and it's just an open bottle with the pills. And then that led to like seals, double seals.
Yep.
And
it's amazing they pulled through that nosedive.
It's incredible.
It was a crazy recall.
It's incredible. But that's a really interesting
I got
story.
It's good.
I feel like I've heard that now, but that's crazy.
The Bin Laden one is like fascinating in that they lay out things so incredibly well, but they also they got such great access. Like Leon Panetta's in it, former CIA director.
Oh,
like,
nice.
People in the like high-ranking people are like giving you all this like beat by beat insight and how they're figuring out. Because like I always feel like it's one of those stories where you're like, yeah, you remember the highlights, you know? But when you watch them in detail, review, when they lock in on this compound in Abbottabad, and they think they're like, something's going on here. There's 2 families living in this house. Wait a minute, there's 3 families living in this house.
Yeah.
And then there's a figure who would pace. They called him the pacer. But they're doing it from like a satellite. And then they use, I forget the term, but it's a term that they use for if you are walking and the sun hits you at a certain angle, you create your shadow. They determine by the shadow and the distance from the photograph how tall you are. And when they did that, they were like, they're like, this person is like 6'5".
He was huge.
Right? And so they were like,
wow.
Still couldn't see the face. But they're
wow.
like, it's either him or it's another 6'5".
It's either him or Grant Hill.
Right.
It's like pacing up and down every day.
Was he a pacer? Indiana? I'm thinking of Halliburton. But yeah, that's crazy. That's old school. They used the sun. Dude. It was a sundial kill. Wow.
It's a great.
I'm gonna check them both out.
Did they get into his Whitney Houston obsession? He was obsessed with Whitney Houston.
Don't know.
Yeah, he loved Whitney Houston.
Porn. I know they got a lot of porn when
Oh.
in his room when they collected everything. They were like, this guy loves fucking Barely Legal.
Yeah, remember when they killed him? How exciting that was for the country.
Yes.
That was big news.
I remember where I was. It's one of those things. I remember where you were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was we were living in Silver Lake on Hyperion, and it was an evening it was like breaking news at night.
Yeah, Obama
Yes.
came out.
He came out.
Yeah,
and we were like, no, and then you would hear people like hung. Like,
Yeah.
driving around,
Yes.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
nice to have a moment where everyone comes together.
I know.
We need more of those.
Now we just get that with like a TikTok trend.
Animated films on his hard drive included Ants, Cars, Chicken Little, Ice Age.
Ants? He was a Woody Allen guy.
Whoa.
The Ants, Broadway, Danny Rose.
Kill the Jews,
video
except
games.
one.
Charlie Bit My Finger was a viral
Wow.
clip. Wow. That's crazy. I can't wait to watch this. I watched the Churchill one. I loved it. I watched the Tylenol. I'm going to watch this.
Yeah,
But
there's great World War II ones.
great World War
Yeah,
II. Unbelievable shit. But the Zeppelin doc, you got to watch it. It could have been 9 hours longer. I didn't want it to end. You know, the partying and how they met. They didn't know each other. They just were like, we want to start a band. I think I remember this guy was a drummer, so they hit him up. Turns out to be the best drummer of all time, John Bonham. And they just got to know each other on the first album. They were just phenoms who happened to link up.
That's pretty crazy.
It's crazy. Then they become the biggest band. They outsold the Beatles for a while. It was
Wow.
insane. Then they, the huge hog on Robert Plant. They just got this front man who happened to be super talented. The whole thing's crazy that it worked out. And they wouldn't do singles, and they were great.
That's Jesus.
Look at the bulge.
That balls too. That's balls too,
I'm
right?
sure you get some
there's
balls,
balls in there.
But he was the original Chronicle, San Francisco.
Yeah, he was. He's still out there performing. Right?
Yeah. Plant's still alive.
he's still touring.
Bonham died of drinking.
Jimmy
at
Page is
32.
still alive, right?
Yeah. He's a genius, by the way.
Plant was living at least part of the year in Austin for a while.
Really?
If you put in his name in Austin, does it come up as still living there?
I think he's doing Kill Tony tomorrow.
Lived in Austin for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Vibrant
Damn.
music scene.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine working with that guy. Get him on the pod. Or I guess he's gone now. But yeah, great doc, really interesting, and just fun to see the 70s and there's just the wildness of it, and they show some groupie stuff. It's killer. But
That's
they put
really cool.
they put the work in. That's what I love about these guys. They're real artists. Like they really tried to be innovative and make new shit, and they were like, the Beatles are too square, we're gonna go harder, and it's awesome.
Damn. Which it's on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
Damn, they're churning it out, man.
I know.
They've been this doc streak lately has been
Killer.
really great.
Love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, now you got a show, season 2. That's exciting. You got to get to work.
I know. I'm gonna have to wait a little while. We're doing a movie next month.
Jesus. So many irons on the fire.
Yeah, and then I go back on tour in the fall. So I'll shoot the special in November, and then we'll go back to the writer's room for this, I think.
Holy hell. Well, and you got a hooch. We got
Thank you.
Those good stuff, man.
Thanks, brother. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Yeah,
we got
Porosos.
brown and white. We got Serena and the husband here.
Currently available in Jersey. I think, it's such a thing to get into states.
Yes.
So we have it. It's available in every month. We get like, oh, now you're in South Carolina. Now you're in Illinois. You're in Arizona, California, Texas. Chicago. But we got into Jersey, so we're available.
Nice. If you'd only get rid of Bert, then we'd really take it off. Just kidding. That's my impression of the internet. But I hope I text with Bert. He's a horrible texter. He'll ask me a question and I'll answer it and go, "What do you think of this?" And he won't respond. I'm like, "You started this."
Dude, you don't have to fucking tell me.
Okay.
July what?
Yeah, he's the worst texter. But yeah, I'm on tour too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, if you go to tomsegura.com/tour, got a bunch of dates leading up
Arenas.
to we have a couple.
Wow.
A couple. But then I'm doing a theater tour in the fall because we're shooting in a theater. They're shooting
we're gonna
special.
shoot the-
Oh.
Yeah, we announced it. It's November 15 in Milwaukee.
Oh, that's a great city.
I love it. So we're gonna do
Great comedy
at
city.
the Riverside Theater.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so-
Go to that.
excited to do that.
What's that? Your 13th hour? I mean, what are we on here?
I think that's six.
Oh, okay.
6 special. Yeah.
Damn. You were one of the first. I know you covered it, but you were one of the first Netflix crazy takeoff specials.
Well, I was at, so Burr had done it.
Yep.
But like what they were saying was they were like, yeah, it's been really good for Burr. That was what they said at the time. I was like, okay. They're like, so this guy who's like at the time you're like, he's great.
Yeah.
It worked for him. Great.
Yeah. Right.
So, it was definitely not like what it became.
Yeah.
You know, like it was 2013 and they were like, yeah, they have like 38 million subscribers, but it keeps growing.
Yeah.
And I was like, does it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like
So you were kind of hesitant about Netflix.
Oh, it was a consolation prize. Yeah.
Wow.
Because the goal was Comedy Central.
Wow.
And I had been on Comedy Central.
Crazy.
Like I had a relationship. I did Live at Gotham. I did this mashup show. I did a Presents. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I want to do an hour. Like that was the goal. And then getting on there, I was like, they're like, because they're like Comedy Central turned it down.
Oh, interesting.
I was like, all right. And they're like, but you can be on Netflix. And I was like, cool.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah. And then now they have 300 million subscribers. Netflix does.
Woo! Global, baby.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy the way it changed. But remember, like Comedy Central was everyone's goal.
Of course. Of course. HBO before that even.
Yeah. But HBO kind of seemed untouchable because their model was, are you a superstar?
Yeah.
You know, it was like Robin Williams, Carlin, Chris Rock.
Right.
Like that
Seinfeld.
was. Yeah, that was it. They only played in that arena at that time. So it was like Comedy Central felt like accessible.
Yes.
But also great because like Attell was there and
Right.
They played the shit out of your special.
They played.
Oh, yeah.
For a while. Then by the time we had hours on there, they were like, it was like one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had to do 3 edits. I remember doing.
Oh, yeah.
It was like they're like, we have the extended version that's 50 minutes, 55 minutes.
Yep.
And we have the 50 minutes
42.
and then the 42. And I'm
Yep.
like, all right. So you're just like cutting lines and jokes for the
I know. For the
One time
commercials.
they did something that made me so crazy, and nobody really cared because they were like, okay, but it was on I forget if it was the half hour. I think it might have been the half hour or one of the other stand-up shows. Maybe it was the Live at Gotham. Dude, they took on their there was no like you're involved.
Yeah.
You just shot it and left.
Yeah.
They took the setup of one joke and the punchline of another.
That should be illegal.
And I was
my
like, this doesn't
God.
even make any sense.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, yeah, sorry. I'm like, what do you mean you're sorry? Like, this makes no
This
sense.
is my career.
Yeah.
I know.
So what the hell is the next thing? Or because I watched a YouTube video on Netflix is like bigger than Earth. It's going to take over everything. It's going to eat everything that tries to compete with it. Can it be beaten? Is there? I know you're on there, so I don't want to scare you. But can it be toppled? Is there another thing that could actually rival
Well,
it in eyeballs?
History teaches us anything. Like, everything is temporary.
Exactly.
Everything, like, I'm not saying that it's AI, but it goes back to, like, what we started where, like, you can't ignore things. Like, technology jumps, especially in entertainment. Like, I understand the thing where people were like, we don't want AI to write our stuff and perform it. And you're like, yeah, for sure. But it's still here, and you better learn about it.
Of course.
Because you're gonna have to like figure something out. I don't know the answer. I just know that it's like it's part of what we're doing.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And then look, everything business is all about competition. So that's what Hulu got big into the stand-ups because they're competing. Amazon, like they're all everyone's competing. So. I mean, Netflix knows that they know how business works.
Oh yeah,
they're the big dog, so they're going to be aggressive. And the end, like the end of this whole thing is always like the best material, like content, if you want to call it, is going to always draw the most eyeballs.
Yeah.
Right. So the only way you could defeat a giant would be like, oh, there's this other place, and we're doing amazing things.
right.
Look, Apple had some huge shows.
They have some huge shows. Yeah.
If you make something good, I hope I'm not just being optimistic, but I think people will find it.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Sometimes things kind of fall under the radar, and you're like, that's a great show. Like I remember 000. You ever saw that?
Never heard of it.
Fucking, it's so good. And it's on Amazon. And
Really?
I still think about it. I saw it years ago, and it's so fucking good. Yeah, it came out during the pandemic.
What?
Yeah. This show's amazing. And
What is it, like a spy show?
So, dude, this show follows because I feel like one of the things that happens with it is when you start to describe it, you're like, oh, it's like another one of those, and you're like, it's not another one of those. Like it's so much better. So it's the same creator who did Gomorrah,
Oh yeah.
that Italian mob
Uh huh.
style show, and he did this, and it follows like a shipping like a family that's does like like massive container shipments. The Italian mafia, but not Sicilian, like a northern Italian mafia family, and then cartel people. But all the stories are interconnected. And dude, they shoot this show in on location in Louisiana, in Mexico, in northern Italy, in North Africa. Like you're like, what is the fucking budget of this show?
Yeah.
Like you watch the show and you're like, is this? There was stories that it was a $300 million budget, which I believed at the time. I learned later. I met somebody who was friends with the line producer, and they were like, no, it was not that. But they just made the most of what they had. But it's just a really like the writing and the storytelling and the acting is tremendous.
All
it's
right.
a really good show.
That's a good rec.
It's a one and done. The guy, like everyone, when this ended, they're like, "Oh, we want season 2." He's like, "I always made it to be a standalone."
Oh,
Damn.
Hell yeah! I love shit like that. Is that cocaine on the cover there? Is
Yeah,
that
and that's
it?
what 000 is in reference to. It's like the most purified.
Oh,
Damn,
got it.
all
Not
right.
cut with anything.
Amazon does have some good shit.
But it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
sneak, like a sleeper, awesome show.
Never heard of it. Now I'm interested. They got Sam's special on there. Check that out.
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
another
No,
sleeper.
they have. I thought Slow Horses was a pretty sick spy show on Apple.
great.
I loved it.
It's great.
Yeah.
And he is just
Yeah, he's fun.
Gary Oldman.
He's incredible.
Oh, he's always good.
It's funny. It's legit funny as well as being awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
Very funny.
All right, well, get some Poroso. See Tom on tour. Go see or check out his show, Bad Thoughts, on Netflix. Check out Two Bears.
Yes, sir.
Red Bank, July 12th. Count Basie Theater. I'll be at the Wilbur, August 7th. I'll be in LA at the Irvine Improv, October 22nd through 24th. And then OKC after that. And then Vegas. Then I'm doing a club in Rochester. And Chicago Theater, October 4th. That's a fun one.
The best.
The
I love
best.
it. Yeah, Winnipeg Casino the night after that.
That'll humble you. Gotta go through to a casino.
Bringing little Gary to that one too. Then we got Salt Lake City, November 14th through 16th, and then Carnegie Hall, December 4th. Buy tickets, please. Love
Hell
you guys.
yeah.
Big stuff.
Samarel.com/shows or punchup.live/Samarel, punchup.live/marknormand.
Yes. I'm doing the
Are you on PunchUp?
I think so.
punchup.live/Tom Segura.
Check it out. I'm at the Melody Tent, which is kind of a crazy venue for me. So come on by that. Then we're at the
Oh, you're going overseas, bro.
Foxwoods, Ben Sale, and then New Zealand, Australia. We're adding shows in Sydney and Melbourne and Adelaide, so that's cool. Then I'm in the Hamptons. That's a beach trip. Calgary for the great outdoors, Vegas, Dallas, and that's good enough for a while.
Fucking
Akron,
jealous.
Dayton.
Australia's so
I love
So
it.
cool, man.
Third time going.
they're the best.
Big fan. Great. I always think Australia's America in the 80s. They never got annoying. They never got queefy. They still do blow. The girls are skinny. It's great.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you all in hell. Thanks a lot.
guys.
Queef it up and R.I.P. Wardy.